Locust roots, like Charles like yum. One order of locust roots coming up. Locust roots. Okay. So and then we also have level 5 I hate meat, which will give us pants. Because pants. You're still hungry? Hungry, Charles. Much in forest. You want to go to the forest? Guard forest. Charles can't go. So if I take care of this guard, you can have all the food you want? Smart friend. Yay. Okay, so I'm getting him lotus roots to eat. And then I'm also gonna go kill the treant, which I already killed, so I have to kill it twice. That's one of the problems with this game. Like, you'll do a level, kill the boss, and then your next quest will tell you to go kill the boss you've already killed. And you're like, but I already killed him! But, you know, isn't that always the way? So we need, okay, so those are in the garden. And those are also in the garden. So we can go to the garden. We'll do level hard. See if I can get an S. So I've been getting triple S's on easy, but only A's on hard. So see if I can get an S. That's my goal. Purchase in the cash shop. No. Well, actually, I already did. I bought one of the pay for characters. Just cause stuff. It cost me $30 for one character, and I got laughed at by my friends. I'm always telling my friends, I don't pay for games, and then I spend $30 on a single character in a game. I'm such a sad person. Okay. But Rusty Hearts is free to play as long as you don't fiddle around with things in the cash shop, which is good. You just download it from their site. I can't quite remember how long it took me to download. It did take a little while because it's like a full game, but I mean, it depends on your internet connection. If you've got like dial-up, then it's probably going to take you a year. But everything takes a year with dial-up. I remember the days of dial-up actually. Being as old as I am. The first internet connection we got was dial-up. And I do remember turning it on and having the weird dial-up sounds that you get. But nowadays we have better internet, which is always useful if you want to do like anything online. I mean, okay, so dial-up, I suppose if you still had it. I don't even know if dial-up is still around, to be honest. I'm sure some people have it. But, if you're just reading, like if you are on sites that only have text, then you're probably alright. Or if you just want to check emails, and that's all you're interested in doing. But, like, the size of files is getting so big now. Like, what did they used to say? Someone once said that no one would ever need storage space in excess of 250 megabytes. I know, right? Today you can get terabyte hard drives. Like, everything people expected out of personal computers has just been completely blown out of the water. It's just beyond crazy. Like, what did I watch the other day? Oh, I forget it. I think it was one of Tiger's videos. He said that he had been given a USB drive with the entire library of Atari games on it. Not like all games made by Atari, but the Atari 2600 I think it was. Like, all of them on a USB drive. I know, right? It's just completely ridiculous. And when he said it, he held up the USB and he's like, they all fit on this thing. And I'm like, but there were hundreds of those games. Like, it's just so... I mean, one of the things obviously has to do with graphics as well. You can't really compare, you know, the graphics in, I mean, even this game, but, you know, something like Skyrim or one of the really, really, oh, I keep dashing every time I move. But yeah, you can't compare the graphics on the Atari 2600 to the kinds of games we have today. Even this, I mean, these graphics aren't, you know, top tier graphics by any stretch of the imagination, but, I mean, can you imagine being a child right after the 2600 came out and thinking how awesome that is, and then someone from the future comes and shows you, like, even just this game, and says, this is what graphics are going to be in the future. It would blow your mind. But now it's commonplace. And I mean, like I said, this isn't even the best you can get nowadays. It's getting crazy. I mean, not that graphics necessarily make a good game. I mean, there are games out there that have, you know, what you'd consider to be pretty polished graphics, and yet gameplay makes the whole thing oh yay, Triple S, I'm awesome. Makes the whole thing suffer, but how quickly it's come, I mean, in my lifetime. Now, I got into computers and console games really late because we didn't have all that much money when I was young. The first game console I actually got was Super Nintendo, and that was secondhand. And I've only got maybe 10 games for it. I mean, not that I play it much anymore, but it's under my bed, I think. But that was the first console I got. The first computer we got was secondhand off a friend of my mum's. I can't remember who. It might have been someone from work, where she was working at the time. But it was DOS. There was nothing on the computer except there were a couple of games. There was Jill 2 and... I always forget the name of the game. You can actually play it online if you bother to search for it. It's a game about a bookworm. It's not called Bookworm, I don't think. But, oh, she's talking again. Here, fresh from the ground. Good friend Charles touched. In the head. Lol. Okay, so I'll sell my things while I'm talking to you. So, it had Jill 2, which I could never figure out how to play. I'm not sure whether it had... I mean, it was years ago. I was, like, still in primary school, so it was a long time ago. But, it's a game where you play as a human kid. You have to collect letters and slime to spell words. And there are parts where the bookworm will drop slime on the bad guys to save you, and then you have to collect more slime. And if he'll give you a word, and then you have to find the picture in the game to make the match. I actually replayed it again recently, and it has not aged well. But when you're a kid and it's the only game you know, it's the most awesome thing ever. And I was lucky, I learned to read and write quite young. So, games about reading and writing were easy for me. So, I enjoyed them because I had that one up on, you know, some of the other kids in my class at the time. Yes, I want that one. Yay! Been having fun? Indeed. Quests. And she's got 2 for me. 5, territory dispute. I've been helping Charles. Is there a problem? You don't say. Now quit your gawking and go calm them down. Show them who's boss. Maybe we should try talking it out with them. Objection. Oh, I did that wrong. I guess you could call it a problem. The forest fairies are still mad. They're fighting amongst themselves. And that's a problem? Of course it's a problem. They keep this up, they could wipe themselves out. Oh, that would be bad. You don't say. Now quit your gawking and go calm them down. Okay. I can hear the ice cream truck. Gift for a cat. So gift for a cat. So about that cat on the tree over there, is it dead? Who? Tom? I don't know if that cat will ever die. I've been watching him and I don't think he so much as moved. That's because he's lazy. Or maybe he's sick. I've got a lot of forest to fix. I can't be worrying about one cat. That's not very nice. Cats are our future overlords. A sick kitty? Oh no! He's probably just trying to conserve energy since Charles hid all the meat. Hid all the meat I was feeding him. The fiend! Go to the garden and get some silver vine bark. If he is sick, some silver vine bark will perk him right up. Oh, good. Silver vine bark? Maybe that big tree has some. I'll be right back. Yay! Okay, so for anyone who didn't know, this is the cat. And we take some quests from him later. Yes, we get quests off a cat.